Right, first port of call, find my donkey again before the sun starts setting. This should be easy, assuming they didn't go in that cave. Ah, night is falling. I'm going to head back over the river rather than thinking that I can contest the monsters of the night. Certainly not in my current state, and certainly not if I can't even control a blooming donkey. And we're pushing him again. Whose bed am I going to steal tonight? I think it will be yours, there, good fellow. Oh, if I can get to the other side, that is. Surrender your bed to me, and I'll let you live. Ah, morning has broken. Like the first morning, whichever morning this is. Now what I'm in search of is a chicken, because as well as a stick, a bit of copper, what you need to make yourself a brush, for the sake of archaeology, is one feather. So I just need one chicken, if that chicken is forthcoming. I'm very lucky that I didn't just drop us onto a spike around here when I came down from up there. It could have gone considerably worse than it actually did. Ugh, if only I had some bones, I could procure me a loyal hound. Still no sign of any chickens, which I'm starting to get concerned about, you know. I thought this would be a quick little part of my escapade, finding me a chicken, getting me a feather, and walking through a forest without constantly bumping up against... Oh, are there any chests within villages that offer up feathers? I suppose it no harm in checking. Just got to pen my donkey in somewhere. You know what? This'll do. Now you be a good lad and stay, yes? Yes, okay. No, but more bread, that's always welcome. And yes, I did take the wood too. That is also a no. Getting more and more tragic by the minute, but hang on, just thinking back. Yes, I did hear a chicken. Oh, you were so for it, mate. If not by me, then by the wolf. Ah, and a feather too. Just what I wanted. Of course I found my donkey wandering around town, but what I do need to find is a furnace. Ooh, some emergency rations. Oh, well, you know what? This'll do. Furnace procured. Now I just need to keep an eye on my donkey. Okay, let's smelt this. I only need the one, so that's a good use for sticks, right? Ah, and then all it... Oh, that's a good use for sticks, isn't it? Come on, big brain, you can do it. Dun, dun. And now, we're just a shovel away from being ready to explore properly. Where do you think you're going, cheeky Charlotte? Right, storage. You're a backup. Probably won't need a saddle. This door can stay here, as can the chicken. Really not going to get time to cook it. And oh, I kept the flour. Well, something to leave for the villagers, seeing as I have so rudely robbed them of most other possessions. Speaking of robbing people of possessions, oh, well, I feel like I've been duped. Of course, the final thing I need from these people is a bed. That's mine now, tar very much. Again with the walking off, mate. No wonder I put you in a well. So we're actually heading east, and it is just through this pass here, kind of over that way, that my initial setup was. Aha, a hole with some iron, no less. That's good. Right, this is just what I need. Literally one. Okay, looks like it's going to be a nerd pole. Yes, I have a clear route up. Fell just short, but that's not a huge problem. There we go. Frida. Ah! Ugh. Once more with feeling. Okay. Uh, reasonably safe. Good stuff. Now, if my memory serves me well, it was not a million miles from the Mega Tiger that or what do they call it now? Is it like the old growth pine forest? Whatever they call those things these days. It wasn't far from that that I. Oh! Yes! Goodness me, I almost went right past that, which would have been incredibly embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna string up my donkey and dive on in there. Workstation set up. I'm going to cook this one bit of iron in the most sensible way possible, of course, and make more sticks because, yeah, that's just how I roll. I realise now that after saying I was going to rob that villager of his bed, I did not do that thing. Such is life, particularly my life, with shovel in one hand and brush in the other. I will conquer this here archaeological site. Right after I've penned in that donkey. Now where? Oh, right here. That's where they wandered off to. Okay, of course they're not going to fit through the leaves. Safe as houses. So, I almost lost my stuff when I realised I didn't have any coal or any means of lighting the way as I get deeper into this thing. So, I proceeded to venture out and thought I'd grab some wool as well on the way. Instead, I came across a ruined nether portal and picked up the sword to fight my way through all the monsters. Died, respawned at the village, picked up the bed, looked in a chest and found diamonds and gold in the village, which I can't believe that that's the chest I missed first time around. I had a bit of a rough time of it. Almost lost my stuff because it took me a while to find out that my death point was right here. I just overshot my base of operations. So yes, I am going to use those diamonds to make a shovel, absolutely. Before then... Oh yes, and I found a very handsome chest plate in the same chest. I'm going to have to check. Presumably that was a blacksmith's building. I don't actually know. I need those base of operations up there. Make myself a nice diamond shovel. I won't be using diamond for anything else in this world. And food. That'll do. Lovely. Okie dokie. In we go. That was a bit of suspicious gruff, guys, and I just went ahead and destroyed it immediately. I just care that much. Right, not going to make the same mistake again. Oh, a pot shard! Which one's that going to be? I could not make it out. Heart pottery shard. Charming. Another? Ah, indeed another. Now, that might be treasure or friend. This is a very colourful one. Bit of a staircase. Not quite though, so if anything, it makes it harder to navigate. Once more. Oh! Fantastic. Ah, that was one. Glad I didn't break that one by accident. An emerald, of all things. Wild stuff. Oh, hooray, some dye. My favourite. Appears to be going off in a direction. Oh, and a full-on bit of glass this time round. How interesting. Oh, my word, I've uncovered. Oh, quite a few bits here. Oh, yes, it is! That's an armour trim. Right, quit farting around and let's have these ones too. Okay. Another shard of some sort or other. Owl pottery shard. And that was a misclick. Ah, this won't be though. Another! A different one, no less. Okay, we're going into another room now on the opposite side from that one. And there is indeed a bit of suspicious sand right here. That looks... a brick? A brick? Don't misclick. Phew. And I get rewarded with a bit of dye. Is that a bit of yellow dye, perchance? Yes. Yes, it is. Another emerald came out of that one there. What's going to come out of you? Another armour trim. Oh, spooky sounds are happening in the background for no apparent reason. What spookiness is there, really? There's a lot to be found in here, including white dye. Hurrah! I think we're probably coming to the end now. More dye. Well, certainly scraping the bottom of the barrel. Now, there's a lot of folk who don't like the way these structures look. I can understand that sentiment, my word. One's inventory really does fill up with all this stuff from such an excursion. Now, I can understand the sentiment about these things looking ugly. When they're uncovered, they tend to generate in a rather less buried fashion on bedrock. So whether they'll rectify that, I don't know. They're also hard to find. It isn't easy to spot these, which I don't mind. And I certainly don't think they should bury them less or make the structure more noticeable, but I wonder if they could add, actual trails, given that these things are called trail ruins. If you had pathways that existed across the countryside, made out of, I don't know, maybe coarse dirt and the very occasional path block, something like that, that was easier to spot or easier to follow, certainly, and that could lead you to places like these. You know what? I think I'm going to call it there. Yes, I am just going to keep going so that I'm hopefully safe from the arrows of any skeletons and the attacks of any other mobs for that matter. Why, yes, I did wait for it to turn day again. Ah, you can see the ruin of the portal that I found in the night. I could explore some of the other distant locations where one can find other archaeological loot, but I do a little bit of that actually in my Let's Play series. If you're interested, check out episode 1 when I've uploaded it. You'll see some of the things that you can uncover from ocean ruins. Ah. There we go, that's what I meant to do before jumping off the tower. I could pick up my stuff, but just in case I ever come back. So while I fly back to base, so we might have a proper final look at the sniffer, it would be interesting to know people's thoughts if you want to leave a comment down below about the trail ruins, how you think they look, because I personally am just a big fan. I don't mind the fact that they look a bit ugly when they're uncovered. I don't think they're supposed to be uncovered in their generation. And what are your thoughts about how they could be made more noticeable? Do you think they should be given a taller spire or be somewhat more uncovered than they are, if not quite as much as they are then on bedrock? Or do you think some other feature like pathways in the landscape would be something that Mojang could add to ease our discovery of their new features? It'd be fantastic to hear. Just before I leave you today, here are the sniffers at work. This one, though it didn't capture the animation, has gone ahead and dug up a picture pod. Found anything, good sir? My dearest fellow. Any discoveries to speak of? This one looks a bit caught up. Let me set you free. Of course, the skulk's still going at it. My word, it screams when you break it. That's terrifying. Aha! There it is. Tail end of the animation, at least. Right, let's get a bunch of these noisy folk down, shall we? And keep an eye out for the quintessential animation. Ah! Straight away! Yes! Bury your head in that earth. Dig up those seeds, why don't you? Ah! And the other one's doing it, but right as they're in one another's way. That would just be the way. Hmm. Oh, what is it with this mob just burying its head deep inside a block so we can't see its side-to-side animation? This looks promising. And a very, very good sniff. Yes! Ah. Wasn't that glorious? Wasn't that the best thing you've ever seen? Yeah, absolutely. Well, on that high note, for now I bid you all a fond farewell. Cheerio!